Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Okay, Bob, let's see how this goes.
Brad. Oh, God, that hurts, Brad. Ow.
Bob, just relax. Let me do a little bit longer. It'll probably be just fine. I think it looks pretty cool.
Still hurts, Brad. It's not getting any better.
Sweet.
Ow. Oh, yoy.
Oh, so maybe we should stop and get rid of this funnel.
Maybe. That's
Well,
a good idea.
Just something new, Bob.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heine, physical
And
therapist.
together we're one of the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Oh, and our opinion,
Brad,
of course,
you feeling
Bob.
some pain? We're
Yeah.
actually going to do a giveaway this week of the neck and back massager
That's
by Bob and Brad.
That's right. It really is a nice deal. It works all the way down into the low back.
Well, when you plug it in, it actually works for you. You don't have to sit there and move it.
Exactly right. It's a sweet deal, and it's a giveaway. Just go down below. Sign
Go to
up.
bobandbrad.com. You can't sign up for it on Facebook or YouTube.
Oh.
You have to go to bobandbrad.com
That's right.
and go to the giveaway section, and you can sign up there.
Exactly. Bob, metatarsalgia. No, it's kind of a big one of those big terms.
Big word.
And what it really defines is having forefoot pain, typically in the bottom, right in this area. It's not the only pain that you get in this area from the common denominator, which we'll get to in a little bit, Morton's neuroma, which I
Right,
have, and I
right.
experienced that. That's just a little bit over. If you have bunions, you can have bunions actually on the side of the big
Your
toe.
foot is getting squished together.
Yeah, you can have actually on either side of the foot, and actually you can get a bunion on top of the big toe.
Wow.
Right here. So all this kind of brings everything in together, and it's amazing because you can get this from
One of the
footwear.
main causes. What are the main causes, Brad?
Well, Bob, it boils down to what we put on our feet.
Right.
Yeah, it's that simple, and it all has to do with aesthetics. People like style. People like to look good.
Yep.
But it's all part of the body. It has to take its toll on it. So we're going to show you how this all works. Okay, so again, you saw Bob
Right.
with this funnel, and I
Right.
put it on his foot, and I'm tapping into it at the beginning of this video, and you're wondering, what the H are these people doing? Well, what I'm doing is I'm actually forcing his foot into this funnel, which gets smaller and smaller, and then you tap on it, and it's like, no kidding, that's going to hurt. And if you do it long enough, it's going to squish your toes together into the little point, and they're going to start deforming, pain. You're going to have all kinds of problems, just like metatarsalgia,
Right.
bunions.
My wife
Morton-
did this for years on high heels.
Yeah,
So the heel is up,
yeah.
and so gravity is forcing the
Just
foot
wait,
down.
Bob. Just wait.
So, Brad, what were you trying to simulate with this horn, or what do you?
This is a funnel, Bob.
Funnel.
Yeah, it works really well for funneling your oil or whatever.
Right.
But if you notice the taper on it, it's tapered like a lot of shoes are. And if we look at all these shoes, and we got a number, that's like almost all of them are, and after reading Dr. Mark Cucuzella's book on running, he has a whole section, not just for running, but on footwear. And he talks about the same thing. And it's changed my whole idea on shoes I'm going to be buying for the future, because I have found that my toes on my left foot, the third toe is actually going underneath.
So it's getting jammed together.
Yes, literally. And it's like, I'm going to have feet that look terrible in 5 more years if I keep this up.
Let me
So-
tell you, Brad, they don't look that great now.
Yeah. So the whole idea is this, it's exactly. Now, sometimes you get an analogy that's really exaggerated and you'll remember it.
Yeah, but if you look at a high heel, first off, you're jamming the toes together, but gravity is pushing that foot down just like the hammer.
Right. Every time you take a step, that
Right.
foot gets jammed in, and it's just like going boom, boom, boom. And women are it's very not popular, but very notable that they have bunion problems by the time they're
Absolutely.
in
My
their 40s
wife
or 50s.
wore these shoes all the time for work
Right.
when she was younger. Bunion.
Mhm.
I mean, and you wear them all the time, don't you? At home?
Well, yeah, my bunions are. I've got them taken care of.
So,
But it doesn't stop there at these shoes.
right.
I mean, look at these are my running shoes. I
Yeah,
used
these
to
are my
use.
running shoes.
Yeah. the forefoot is wide enough. I get the quadruple E,
Right.
so it's wide enough
Right
here,
here.
but it tapers off into the toes up here. So we're
Yep.
still jamming those toes together, just like in the funnel.
Yep.
I mean, it's so bad. These are my biking shoes. You don't even walk in these because they got cleats on, and they still put a point on them so they look pretty.
Why?
I get Morton's and Roma from biking when I don't with walking
Sure.
because I don't have. And as a matter of fact, I'm trying
You're
to
jamming those
yes,
metatarsals
yes,
together.
exactly, Bob. And you look at dress shoes;
Right.
they're worse yet. They're pointy.
Pointy.
Yeah, it's like what's the
Cowboy boots?
cowboy
Terrible.
boots, yeah. So let's take a look at some better footwear.
Sure.
You know, I actually got these Crocs, and I always thought they looked kind of funny, but they're comfortable. And one of the reasons they are comfortable because they do have a little
A
bit of
real
this.
wide base.
Yep, comes out wider, and that's just the way they're made.
Sure.
So one good plug for the Croc.
Croc, yeah.
You know, there was 3 people that invented these, and I just read about their
Really?
history, but I can't remember it. It's a good story though. Anyways, these are the ones I got from Mark Cucuzella's store.
Well, yep.
But you can get them online or
I
wherever
got
you can get them.
online. I get these on Amazon.
Yeah. So look at the box on it, the toe box. It's very wide, and look at how these are minimalist shoes. They have
Yes.
0 drop, which means that
No heel.
the heel is the same thickness
Yep.
there as it is here, so your foot stays level.
Now you have to adapt to these. I
Mhm.
mean, you can't just go out and buy these and go running.
Right.
I
Or walking.
right. I've been wearing these now for months,
Mhm.
just walking.
Yep.
I still run with these because
Yeah, they're-
eventually I will go to these.
Right. And actually, you can get the 0 drop shoes with the wide toe box, and you can get the ones that have thick
Yeah.
insert
yeah.
all the way across so that you can go running or walking on trails, and not if you step on a stone, it feels
This
more
one's pretty
comfortable.
thick. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, that
I
one
mean,
is.
Yeah.
That one is definitely a little thicker than that.
I
So
really like these.
I started wearing mine. Like Bob says, you just don't put these on and wear them all day
Yeah.
long. You wear them for a few hours at a time.
Especially for older folk like us.
Sure.
You can maybe adapt.
Bob, you have to
Yeah.
remind me. I'm going to be the big 6-0 this year.
Yeah.
But I ran for mine for the first time yesterday. I went 1.5 miles.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But when I first started wearing these, the first time I went up to a full day, I was getting, at the end of the day, going up and down stairs, I was getting toe cramps.
Sure.
And it's because the muscles in the bottom of the foot are being exercised like they're meant to be exercised, and they're getting stronger. So your foot becomes stronger. Now, if you have a foot that already is deformed and you have some foot problems already, you may not be able to go to this.
Right.
It may be you have to stick with your custom or the shoes with
Right.
the arch supports. But if you got a reasonably healthy foot, so far, I think this is a really good idea. At least the
Well,
wide
this
toe
just
box.
amazes me, Brad. I've been doing this for months.
Yeah.
And I haven't run yet with these.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll run 100 yards. You are already running a mile. That's Brad. One
Well,
year,
it was
Brad.
warm out,
Yes.
But anyway, should we go one step further?
Sure.
If you're at the point where you have toes like mine that were literally crossing, I can show you. This toe right here is going underneath this toe.
Yep, I can see it.
It's not too bad yet, but
Yep.
it's going to get
It's
worse.
going to get worse.
So I'm thinking, I'm not going to go through surgeries and have feet that look like some other old people. So I decided to go one step further and start with the toe separators.
Right.
Now, this is interesting, but we have 2 different types. Here.
Right.
Bob has some very large ones
Yep.
that really separate the toes. Can you go
My
down
wife,
there?
she at first couldn't even get these on, Brad.
Sure.
She had to put water on 'em and
Well, she's been squishing her feet in the pointy
Yes.
shoes more.
terrible bunions.
Yeah.
And she got these, and she is amazed. She can now walk with them. She'll walk around in the morning with them
Right.
on.
Right.
She loves these.
Because it makes her feet feel better. Is that it?
Well, you could. We took a picture. I should have had that actually, and showed her toes before
Oh,
and now after they're starting to come out.
You can balance better when your feet
Yeah.
are wider apart.
Less
Everything,
pain.
the mechanics of the foot work properly when your toes aren't all scrunched in and they're moving apart.
Yeah,
so-
these were just off of Amazon.
Yep. These are made, same thing, except for they're not quite as wide. And these are literally made for walking and running all day long.
Sure.
I have worn
These
mine.
are not.
Yeah, those are you maybe wear in the morning or in the evening.
Right.
So these are A little narrower. You can customize these. I've trimmed these up so they're more comfortable and they're made to do that. You can put, there's a spacer in here so you can put some cloth in there to make it wider on the big toe and the pinky toe.
Sure.
Again, so there's different varieties you can get, but
Right.
it's amazing. I'm feeling so much better about my feet. I was a little depressed there for a while when that one toe was going
Well, they're
underneath.
huge. I mean, feet, not your feet are
Well,
huge.
they
But
are a little
I mean,
big.
the fact is, if you can't walk, it
Right.
takes everything else out of
It
play.
all boils down to the funnel shoe and how
Yeah.
we deal with it. So keep that in mind when you're buying your
Now
shoe.
can use that as a ear thing so you can hear people.
Yeah. Or you can do this.
All right. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, I bet it does.
All right. Good luck with your feet and keep them healthy.